welcome back to Mike's Garage. Today we have another little repair for you. We're going to be replacing the fan clutch on my 1968 Pontiac Grand Prix. The one I have on there is a heavy duty one. It's the only one I could find when I needed it, and it makes a lot of noise. It makes a roaring, whooshing sound while I'm driving, and it's very annoying. So I have found the correct fan clutch that goes on it, and we're going to put it on today. So let's get started. Okay, now this is a very simple repair. All you're going to need is an extension with a 7/16 socket, your ratchet wrench, and a 1/2-inch open-end wrench. Now this is the new fan clutch I'm going to be putting on. This is a thermal fan clutch, which means this little, I don't know what you call it, a little diode or something right here, actually heats up as the engine gets hotter, and it will tighten up on the sleeve inside and make the fan spin faster. When the engine cools down, it spins a little bit slower, just to keep it at the correct temperature. I will grab my trusty light, and as you can see, that's the fan clutch down there that we are going to be replacing. But first we need to take off the shroud, which is right here. One other thing we're going to need is a little magnetic dish to put the bolts in, because you will drop one or lose one and it will drive you nuts trying to find it. So let's get started. Alright, now that I have the fan shroud unbolted, we're just going to pull it off, move it over here. You really have to worry about this. This isn't going to get in the way. So we will grab our light. I'll try to prop it here so you can see a little bit better. It's very tight quarters here. That will probably do. And we are going to grab our 1/2-inch wrench. Now this is a lot different from newer cars, as newer cars have an electronic fan that uses a relay to turn it on and off. This is a crank-driven fan, so it means it's always spinning, and it's the thermal part of it that tells it how much to spin based on the temperature that's passing through it. Tricky. Sorry if my hand's getting in the way. Okay. Now, one other tool you will likely need is a screwdriver, which you will wedge in here between these two bolts, if I can get it in there. Wedge it in between one of the bolts, and you're going to try to spin it. See if this one will work. Oops, don't fall. And you just got to turn it a little bit to get the last bolt out. There it is. Sorry if my hand's in the way. Very tight quarters. This is the easiest part of the whole thing. Now they don't have to be terribly tight, just good and snug. I use the German Torx spec, good and tight. You do have to locate this hole over that little nub that you can see sticking out down there. Not terribly difficult, but certainly a pain in the butt. Now this one doesn't have the copper expander, I think because this is a standard duty. So we have to worry about that. Shroud. The easier part. Alright, so there is the fan clutch installed. Let's take a look. As you can see, all bolted up and nice and snug. All we got to do is let it heat up and then take it for a test drive. Alright, now as you can hear, it's doing very well. It's not wobbling or anything like that, so it's good and tight. It's a lot quieter than it was. So now, it's just time for the good old test drive. Sorry if the camera wobbles a little bit. I could not find my windshield mount for some reason. I'm not sure where I put it. I have part of it, but the suction cup part is missing. Anyway, I'll find it. So, oh, it is much quieter. This is the way I like this car. Nice and quiet. It's relaxing. Now, I'm not really going to be able to figure out how this car performs on a hot day until, well, the spring or summer, as it's nearly November now. It's October 25th today, I believe. Temperature's creeping up ever so slowly, but I can already hear the difference. It's quiet. The fan clutch isn't whooshing and roaring like it was, which was driving me crazy. So, I'm going to say, job well done. Yeah, as you can see, my auxiliary water temperature gauge is looking just fine. Not running too hot at all as we cruise down the road. So I hope you liked the video. I do thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like these videos. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I do thank you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.